Monumental. The entire world is experiencing a technology revolution, and robots replacing us humans on construction sites may be closer than you expect. Monumental has made this their goal, and they have created a set of robots that can take over the reins from blue-collar workers. The robots will be working as a team, with one supplying and transporting materials, another laying bricks, and a third pouring mortar. This may feel a bit surreal, but with vision and electronic brains, these robots have already started grinding gears on small construction projects, alongside humans. They are yet to tackle high-rise buildings, but at this stage, it feels like an inevitable advancement we'll see very soon. A system to insulate a building and brick cladding at the same time? We will answer shortly how this is possible. Keep watching. SlimFix RenoPro. We have a very impressive advancement in the roofing world. The plastic tile that RenoPro has invented is the ideal solution for any roof that has a slope between 20 and 60 degrees. It's placed beneath the regular tile, and it will provide a lifetime of protection against moisture and bad drainage. The complex pattern makes for very functional advantages, like directing water to the gutters, and the entire structure is fully modular. The seams are tight enough to not let any rainwater through, and you have the option to leave a bit of space between the shingles to attract some birds looking to make a nest. Securing the natural environments for new construction projects has always been a challenge. Stay tuned to see how this is now easily achieved. Eurobrick X-Clad system. Doing two jobs at once is the dream for any construction worker. And with the Eurobrick X-Clad system, it's now entirely possible to add brick cladding and complete the installation of a building in one go. Workers need only follow a few simple steps, including installing the extruded boards and then using adhesive to attach the nailed brick cladding. The final step is to add a layer for mortar for strength, and in the end, it'll even mimic real brickwork. Amazingly, the final result is a meager 1.29 inches or 33 millimeters thick, and 1 square meter only weighs 79 pounds or 36 kilograms. Wooden buildings can also be upgraded using this system, and since it requires up to 70% less energy than traditional bricks, it's amazingly eco-friendly too. Fixing foundations on a home has always been an extremely difficult task. Keep watching to see how this is now a very simple job. ARROWLIFT. Fixing foundations used to be an impossible task before ARROWLIFT made its appearance in the construction world. This expansive system is designed to lift homes or buildings off the ground so foundational repairs, footing installations, and excavation digging can be done. Each tower in the system can support as much as 20 tons on its own, and the maximum lifting height stands at 17 feet or 5.2 meters, which is hugely impressive. This means machinery like excavators will have no trouble operating, and for extremely heavy houses, a total of 4 towers can be combined. The manufacturer provides extensive training to new construction workers using the system, but it's already making waves and only growing in popularity. Prefabricated construction pieces make the job so much easier, especially when they hold numerous benefits. Keep watching to find out more. Noyeks acoustic panels. Noise pollution is a problem for many constructions, especially in public spaces. This is the acoustic panels from Noyeks, and they're all the buzz at the moment. These panels can reduce the noise in a room by as much as 50%, and you'll only need a few basic tools to do the installation, such as a flathead screwdriver and screws. The standard panel measures 94 by 23 by 0.7 inches, or 240 by 60 by 2 centimeters, and the non-woven polyester and MDF fabric it's made from is the key to the remarkable sound insulation. You can choose from a veneer, such as oak or birch, for aesthetics, and these panels are easily cut to size on the construction site. Installation is a breeze, and these panels are guaranteed to be one of the best investments you'll ever make. Domovladelets. You might not be too familiar with the Domovladelets company, but their range of innovative prefabricated monolithic slabs are some of the most efficient and cost-effective options you'll find anywhere. Firstly, these slabs weigh half of what regular versions do. They do not need any screed and are versatile enough for areas typically inaccessible to heavy machinery. Their design is also remarkably straightforward and consists of only a few parts: a weight-bearing reinforced concrete or metal beam, an aerated concrete block insert, formwork providing expanded clay blocks or EPS concrete, some structural cement, and a reinforcing mesh. The cavities they leave behind can then be used to hide unsightly utility lines, and the entire design is going to provide far superior thermal insulation, so they are ideal for buildings with very large windows. Lastly, we have to mention that they cost around a third of the price of the competition, and installation will require the labor of just one person for 1 hour per 11 square feet or 1 square meter. KEWAZO LIFTBOT. LIFTBOTs don't get the attention they deserve. These hardworking machines have become an integral part of the building process, without which we would be unable to do the most basic of construction tasks. Take the KEWAZO LIFTBOT as an example. This incredible machine has been used in projects that range from oil refineries to important government headquarters, and with it, workers can transport up to 13,000 pounds or 6 tons of construction materials in a single 8-hour shift, without putting their own safety at risk at all. It doesn't require much time to set it up either, since it can start working in just 30 minutes from arriving on site. Plus, since it can work non-stop for 10 hours on a full battery and recharges from a standard 110 or 220 volt outlet, labor costs can be greatly reduced, even halved with this machine, and if necessary, workers can move it onto and use it from a scaffolding structure, further simplifying the entire process for everyone involved. Convinced yet? Parthenon OSD. This crew is hard at work installing a new stormwater management system, and the one they chose for the job is the Parthenon OSD, a modular system that can store up to 2.1 million gallons or 8 million liters of water. It takes just 1 day to fully construct, despite its huge size. Once installed, the Parthenon will be covered with earth and will be able to handle the weight of 4-axle trucks driving over it. This, of course, is on top of the weight of the water itself, as well as other heavy equipment. The system even allows you to add extras, like flushing pipes or filters to it. The price for this system starts at $500 but goes up as the project gets bigger. Flexim Roof Mortar. Flexim Roof Mortar is the only way you're going to prevent your roof from eventually ending up like the one in this video. The good news, once it's on there, you can forget about it because it's going to last a long time and protect your roof against the elements for many carefree years. This USA-made ready-to-use roofing mortar has been trusted by homeowners for nearly 40 years, and its thick, paste-like consistency makes it incredibly simple to apply, even for complete newbies. It's been specially made to be up to 5 times faster to apply than traditional alternatives, and also comes in at half the price. This mortar is so tough that it's 100% crack resistant, will never stratify, and remains flexible even in extreme temperatures from 140 to 13 degrees Fahrenheit or 60 to negative 10 degrees Celsius. So basically, if it's there, it's gonna work. Moreover, this mortar can be used to fix holes and gaps in doors, and there are currently 6 different colors to choose from. A box will cost you $125. Nafufill KM250 Repair Concrete. A small German company has created this special concrete repair mortar to help them with maintaining the integrity of the thousands of concrete infrastructure facilities strewn across their country, from bridges to apartment blocks. Nafufill KM250 stands apart from similar products because it has been reinforced with polypropylene fibers, giving it several invaluable properties that make it much more suitable for repairing concrete structures of all kinds. This makes it ideal for both localized manual repairs and continuous machine applications, as well as handling both fixed and moving loads. The fibers also make it water and fire resistant, and it won't chemically react when exposed to substances like de-icing salt either, so it can be used in applications that would otherwise prove to be unsuitable for such easy repair. Coming up, we have a very interesting invention that may change the way we tackle water purification entirely. LEEB Balkone. Installing a deck is something that LEEB, Europe's only ISO 9001 certified manufacturer of balconies and railings, knows a lot about. The company has incorporated the best engineering practices into all of its products and has managed to create a lineup of balcony systems that can compete with the best. These balconies are fitted with features so impressive that they can use them to not only apply for state tenders and trade intentionally but establish themselves as the only real good option for any balcony project. The LEED balcony not only looks great, but is also much more durable than most other systems on the market, since it's made out of an aluminum alloy that is 20% stronger than normal options. It's also been coated with a generous layer of hail-resistant Alu comfort powder. On top of that, the special multi-layered glass is so tough that it has survived the impact of a 110-pound or 50-kilogram pendulum and tests fully intact. Lastly, LEEB's Alu Comfort Plus painting technology creates a beautiful wood-like appearance, so it can seamlessly match any aesthetic. Ergobox. Here's a horrifying fact. Up to 80% of wastewater produced is not treated or cleaned effectively, and we don't need to tell you why this is a big concern. However, by using innovative and well-thought-out biological treatment systems like Ergobox, the safety of your water can significantly improve. There are compact options for 2 people or less, as well as more sophisticated setups for up to 300 people, but most units can easily handle 3 to 10 people's daily needs. It will eliminate the presence of any foul odors, as well as 98% of all the bacteria and other bad stuff, leaving you with reliable and effective daily wastewater purification. Even better, these systems are energy independent, so when the electricity disappears, they will carry on going for quite a while before automatically switching over to septic mode. You can get an Ergobox for just $1,300. Facadeclick. Facadeclick is a Belgium-made facade construction system with the real potential to transform the way brick cladding is installed around the world. And it's really quite simple despite its ingenious design. Its first major advantage is that no mortar or water is needed during installation, speeding up the process by up to 7 times. And you can carry on building no matter what the weather decides to do that day, or any day for that matter. Facadeclick's secret is these special bricks that use patented connecting elements to lock together, as well as its built-in thermal insulation and the uniquely shaped screws that fix the final row of bricks in place. This system allows you to stop and start over if you've made a mistake. In the end, you'll be left with a wall that looks like this, but is twice as durable as the classic version and much cheaper to make. A fresh breath of air on a construction site is worth its weight in gold, and this is why our next invention is a must-have for any construction site or public place. HYDROTEX articulating block. Up next is an invention from the USA that has been used on every single continent. The HYDROTEX articulating block was designed for challenging environments where erosion protection is needed for construction. This multi-layer fabric is flexible and filled with concrete or other strong compounds, which results in a sturdy and reinforced structure. This very invention has been used to cover 75 million square feet or 6,967,728 square meters of ground. And this includes everything from jetties, culverts, spillways, bridge columns, and more. It's basically a gigantic blanket, but its impressive features include the fact that it's waterproof, non-toxic, UV resistant, and even fireproof. Systemair K. If you're a builder and you don't include some sort of high-quality ventilation system in your project, especially if it's a large-scale undertaking, then you're definitely going to have a problem on your hands. Places with a lot of foot traffic, like schools or shopping centers, are going to be especially vulnerable to the effects of poor age quality. And that's the reason why products like Systemair's K-Series duct fans are perfect for these settings. The fans come equipped with energy-efficient and user-friendly EC motors, and they have the ability to deliver air circulation rates of 6,350 to 61,100 cubic feet per hour, or 180 to 1,730 cubic meters per hour. They can even be set up outdoors if connected on both sides, thanks to their robust galvanized sheet steel construction. There are also vibration-reducing FK clamps that make it easier to install the fans, and the company's K100 model, which is selling for $438. Can tolerate air temperatures up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit or 60 degrees Celsius. What's not to love? Dragon Screed DS24. Construction is big business, especially in the United States, where millions of new homes need to be built each year. So companies are always searching for ways to speed up their projects. That's why we are featuring the Dragon Screed DS24, a unique patented system that attaches itself to a wheel loader and is designed to assist with screeding and gravel handling. This ingenious invention provides alternatives to human labor, so smaller screws can do just as much, if not more, than a large team would have done, and surprisingly with less physical work. It offers a working width ranging from 4 to 22 feet or 1.22 to 6.71 meters, depending on the model, and it claims to be the only one of its kind on the market right now. Prices for this system start at $9,000. AFS Logicwall. Formwork is just formwork, right? It's just the foundation of any successful construction project. Nothing exceptional, and nothing we should be spending too much time on improving. We guess nobody told this company because AFS has been hard at work designing the best smart permanent formwork solutions in the industry, and their Logicwall option is simply phenomenal. Each panel is fully customizable, so less has to be done on site as you're building, and it takes just 8 days from the moment of drawing approval to delivery of the finished structure. Plus, what's just as helpful is that the panels can be installed by hand, so you don't always need a crane around, and you can use them as a robust base for finishing materials if you have to. There are also more than enough sizes to choose from, and while most panels are around 3.6 feet or 1.1 meters wide and 14 feet or 4.2 meters high, you have the option to order larger options if needed. Preparing for natural disasters is not an easy task, but it may finally be possible thanks to an ingenious invention coming up. PREDL-FLEXLINER. If you consider the fact that every single year, most countries in the world are faced with the problem of working with and disposing of literally billions of cubic feet of wastewater, it's quite surprising that it took so long for someone to create a technology like this. In Germany, for example, specialists have created this intriguingly unique trenchless solution that allows workers to fix structures like sewers and draining systems without causing a huge interruption to traffic or anyone else's day. A small team just needs to use 3D scanning to create a precise digital model of the damaged area, after which the data is used to design a custom repair liner made out of durable synthetic polyurea that's perfectly tailored to the problem area's outline. The polyurea liner won't be affected by wastewater at all and offers exceptional flexibility and strength. Plus, everything is finished off and reinforced with a layer of concrete so that the entire structure is fully protected. Isabou. Landslides are a big problem for many small towns and cities across the world, and they cause staggering amounts of destruction every time they happen. That's why some municipalities, like this one in the tiny Japanese city of Takahashi, have resorted to using a new type of construction to stop these disastrous events before they destroy everything. On screen, you can see one of these colossal and protective reinforcing structures being built with the help of a special machine and a lone worker dousing concrete spray over it. But all this is not all that's needed, and the structure also needs to be secured with enormous human-sized anchors. And to do this, a special ESD 210 machine, capable of calibrating its angle from -10 to 90 degrees, was used throughout, and with obviously amazing results. Bullfrog Trac II. Now we'll be looking at a product that promises to help construction workers level concrete in a way that is not only much faster, but also looks much better and is much more precise. The Bullfrog Trac II is a pretty straightforward tool to set up and use, and it works by employing a cable system to guide a vibrating head that creates strips of leveled concrete 4 to 10 feet, or 1.2 to 3 meters wide. This results in ultra-smooth floors, and the entire system runs on battery power, which makes it even more ideal. You will get around 12,000 square feet or 1,115 square meters of coverage out of a reach full charge, depending on the concrete density. What's more, it's smart enough to warn you when it's running low on power by sounding a built-in alarm and flashing an LED light. It comes pre-equipped with 2 100-foot or 30-meter cables to get you started, and with only a team of 2, you can easily operate the system. We think its $3,500 price tag is not too bad when you consider just how good it is at its job, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't it be great if construction could be transformed into an industry that doesn't hurt the earth? Stay tuned to see how this may be possible in the near future. Earth to Earth. Humans pollute at an insane rate. This is not something we can overlook or ignore, and unfortunately, construction seems to be one of the most egregious ways of all that we are doing it. In many developed countries, a staggering amount of construction waste is created every single year, often amounting to millions of tons, and it's a problem that is only going to get worse. Fortunately, there are innovative minds out there that are trying to come up with solutions to this problem, and one such initiative is being carried out by students from the Zurich University of Applied Sciences. These teams are using 3D printing to create formwork made from earth or other similar natural alternatives, not traditional concrete, and thus there will be literally no waste produced by any project in the future, no matter how ambitious or large. AggreFill. AggreFill will bring an end to frustrating road hazards, like potholes, in the most convenient way possible. With it, just one worker all on his own can fix potholes on busy roads in under half an hour, without any fancy tools or extensive training. Each one of AggreFill's bitumen-coated chips measure around 0.5 to 0.8 inches, or 14 to 20 millimeters in size, and they are perfect for filling in potholes as deep as 2.3 inches, or 6 centimeters. In such cases, it's encouraged to use them along with special complementary thermoplastic chip fill worms to get the longest-lasting results, because after being burned onto the chip fill, these plastic worms create a solid protective layer, tough enough to easily support the weight of vehicles constantly moving over it, day after day. Additionally, chip fill can also be used alone. Prices start at just $15. Rhino Carbon Fiber Crack Lock. So you've noticed a crack in your foundation or swimming pool that wasn't there before, and now you're left with the responsibility of doing something about it before it gets worse. One of the best things you can do now is to get your hands on a Rhino Carbon Fiber Crack Lock. There's a reason that Rhino has evolved into the premium choice when it comes to structural strengthening and crack repair in concrete, and this product is one of their best. Its core component is a rebar-like lock made of carbon fiber, which has been proven to not only be 10-fold stronger than even steel, but corrosion-resistant to boot, with a single lock being able to hold back and resist a pulling or stretching force of up to 2,900 pounds or 1,315 kilograms. The locks are particularly effective for repairing cracks with a deflection of less than 2 inches. Afterwards, you fill the joint with epoxy resin, then simply paint over the finished surface. It doesn't get much simpler than this. The days where asphalt and concrete were the only options for roads are long gone, so stay tuned for the modern version that'll blow your socks off. Titan. Since its founding nearly a decade ago, Titan Applicators has succeeded in rising to the top of their prospective industry and has become the go-to solution for those looking for ultra-durable and reliable spray coatings. Their foam-based replacement for EPDM roofing membranes is one of their best inventions to date, and it boasts a long list of advantages over others of its kind, from helping to save on energy costs to keeping out bugs, noise, wind, and preventing mold and fungus growth. It's really almost a no-brainer as to why you should choose Titan for your next project. Plus, this coating will never warp or shrink, can be used in homes and commercial buildings alike, is only 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters thick, and has an astounding heat transfer resistance rating of 7, much higher than the 2.5 score of most brick walls. So why not give it a try next time? Strol PebbleLock. Need to upgrade an old, worn-out, hole-infested driveway or parking lot? Then we suggest having a look at this next incredibly practical construction technology known as PebbleLock. The Strol company has developed these 1-inch or 24mm high mats to be a replacement to asphalt or concrete. They make them out of recycled plastic too, so you can feel good about your decision to install them, and you'll feel even better every time you see how good they look. You can skip the construction crew too, since they're single user friendly, and they work by holding crushed stone or granite chips in place that you lay down. On top of them, the fully permeable surface then allows water to drain, preventing puddles and reducing the risk of flooding. But the manufacturer suggests using pebbles size between 0.3 to 0.5 inches or 8 to 14 millimeters for the best results. Naue Bentofix. By looking at this product being put to use, it is very easy to see why these mats from the Bentofix company have become one of the most reliable ways to build long-lasting and immovable structures like tunnels, reservoirs, ponds, and even landfills, or large open embankments. These nearly indestructible mats are the perfect shield against liquids, gases, and possibly toxic vapors, and can even be submerged in water and still be worked on. This greatly improves the scale of any project and reduces the stress placed on workers. The secret lies in their clever multi-layered structure, and since each mat is basically a glorified needle punch sandwich with layers of geotextiles mixed with bentonite powder, it has been built with cutting-edge thermal lock technology. The sheer strength of each unit is simply unbelievable and much greater than almost any other option available today. Imagine you can shape drywall in any creative way you want without extensive planning and effort. Don't miss out on the invention we have coming up for exactly this goal. Profili Cobra. Drywall ceiling installations can get tricky if you don't have the right equipment, since they often require complex and technically challenging shapes to be cut out and fitted. This means workers occasionally need something a little more nuanced than what the average toolbox offers. That's why Cobra is so popular, because their patented flexible profiles are designed to fit any conceivable shape. To boot, a single person can now produce what a creative team could, and often in less time. Once shaped by hand, each profile will hold and remember their unique shape, erasing the need for extra inserts or fixing gadgets, which gives you the freedom to create any outline or design, from arches to domes and everything in between. Cobra currently offers 5 width options, ranging from 1.2 to 4 inches or 3 to 10 centimeters. And every profile measures 10 feet or 3 meters in length. You should also know that they are made out of a durable 0.02 inch or 0.6 millimeter thick galvanized steel, so you can place all your trust in them on top of all your money. AFS REDIWALL. What would you use if you had to build a very big house in not only a very short amount of time, but you also had the responsibility of adding the best wastewater system possible, and even adding more rooms if you didn't build enough? Well, if you live in Australia, where people have some of the most spacious and well-constructed homes in the world, you'll probably have to choose the AFS REDIWALL stay-in-place formwork system. This robust framework is meant to be the fastest and easiest way to build a house, and you'll be given these pre-made, perfectly finished panels that just need to be slotted or snapped into position, completely eliminating the need for complex tools or specialized training. The panels are available in thicknesses ranging from 4.3 to 11.8 inches, or 10.92 to 29.97 centimeters. Each one is not only fully fire resistant, but light enough to be moved by human hands, and versatile enough to be used for more than a single project. FP McCann's construction solution. If a brand can be trusted by some of the most prestigious institutions around, then we think we can probably give it a mention here. So next we'll have a look at the student residence being built for the UK's University of York, a sprawling £150 million project with more than 1,400 rooms and 18 buildings in all. This is where the FP McCann team has been making a significant contribution. Since they are the country's biggest and most experienced concrete manufacturer, they managed to successfully place 7,177 reinforced concrete elements right on schedule, and because every one of their units are stamped with the QR code, keeping track of everything was easier than laying the actual bricks. And FP McCann succeeded in building one building with 86 rooms in just over a month. Will this be present in more construction projects in the future? Mega constructions and huge projects need some extra muscle on their side, and the next entry on our countdown will undeniably be a game changer. SJS Seismic Expansion Joint. Many of the most jaw-droppingly impressive mega construction projects we see around us are hives of complex engineering challenges, especially when engineers have to contend with environments that don't always cooperate. Take stadiums as an example. Most have relatively simple designs, but all of them need to be built to last as long as possible and keep people safe and comfortable when they're there. They also have to be flexible enough to resist natural challenges like a shifting foundation caused by earth movements or things like mining activities, and strong enough to withstand the test of time. That's where expansion joints play a vital role. These hardworking waterproof seismic seals, crafted with hybrid materials like silicone impregnation and foam, come in a variety of sizes from 2 to 16 inches or 5.08 to 40.64 centimeters. Despite their humble origins, they're working behind the scenes in not just stadiums, but also many public spaces like parking lots and airports, keeping things where they should be. Groupe Baguette Eco-Marais, Benelux. Eco-Marais is a leader in their field, and this influential construction technology provider has already managed to change the way we approach the building of retaining and separating walls. They have done this by showing how a modular system can be the basis for any sustainable construction job, no matter the size. Their patented modular systems are meant to combine the best features of traditional construction methods with the most modern ideas. And the result is this wall framework that has the simplicity of a classic wall but the strength of a stone-filled gabion frame, does not need the splatter of mortar to hold it together, and even has a helpful eye bolt to help cranes with their lifting. The modules are versatile too, ranging from 0.49 to 2.01 meters in length and 104.78 to 990.21 kilograms in weight. And the entire setup is usually designed around the needs of the project, so each one can be unique and ideally suited to whatever the site dictates it to be. Inspection chamber. If you're feeling like you're adrift in a near infinite pool of drainage options, our next topic might be able to help you break down some of the most vital must-knows, including the best way to kick off your project. If you're working with serious weights, there are several heavy-duty components built to take the pressure that can support up to 5 tons or 11,000 pounds. However, homeowners have not been forgotten either, and there are also clearly labeled parts on offer that make it easy to set up a personal system, even if you're completely new to draining. Depth is another key point to consider, and if you need to dig a bit deeper, Northern Building Plastics has options for systems buried as far as 33 feet or 10 meters down, and you can create endlessly unique customized routes simply by using the poly drain splitters. So you really have nothing but the best options to choose from. Moving away from traditional grass may be a more beneficial decision than you thought. Keep watching to see how. Artificial turf. Sometimes you just don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. And one thing that can soon seem like an endless cycle is mowing your lawn. And when that happens to you, it might be time to switch to artificial turf. The number of benefits this perfect, grassy surface has to offer is quite phenomenal. Starting with, it saves you hours of working in the sun, and ending with it helping to save the planet. This might seem like a bit much at first, but considering a newly planted lawn needs at least 10 gallons of water every day to survive, not to mention the many chemicals needed to fuel the machines that keep it in check. artificial turf seems like the only logical alternative. It's incredibly durable, resists wear and tear, looks like the real thing, needs almost no upkeep, and even expertly hides any imperfections in the soil beneath. This is on top of being easy enough for one person to lay down by themselves. Geismar S2PV. If you want to see firsthand how the railroad industry is evolving in real time, then the best place to go would be France, and the thing to see would be the Geismar S2PV. This incredible machine is capable of laying tracks at a simply astonishing rate of 656 feet, or 199.95 meters per hour, far outpacing its competition. Since it's fully remote controlled, the absolute highest level of safety is just about guaranteed during each workday. This explains why this project is going so well, and why the crew have been using the Geismar to lay more than 7 miles or 11.2 kilometers of new track. But you should also know that this is much more than just one function machine. It's essentially a transformable train that can move on both rails and ground, and it comes with a range of loading platforms with lengths from 69 to 138 feet, or 21 to 42 meters, as well as a powerful onboard crane that can be operated independently or as a fixed unit. Installing culvert pipe. The job of a pipe layer is not an easy one, but it's arguably one of the most important jobs in the construction industry. Every single step requires precision and extreme attention to detail, and sometimes dangerously heavy steel or concrete parts have to be so expertly placed to ensure the structure's stability and safety that mistakes are simply not an option. Everything from the waterproofing to the layout of the concrete is their responsibility, but it's one that simply can't be overlooked. Pipelines are the backbone of just about any construction project, and if things like culverts are not taken care of consistently, a lot of things can and will go wrong. Just the US alone currently has more than 200,000 reported leaks every year, which shows just how much pressure the entire network really is under at every moment, and why it needs special attention at every level, without pause, day after day. DeRutu. Automation and convenience in the construction world are now possible thanks to DeRutu, a new generation of construction robot that can refinish floors, sand walls, and lay tiles. This might seem like a sci-fi fantasy, but this technology has allowed for construction workers to be replaced. The robot moves around thanks to the help of radars and advanced technologies, and it can even handle plastering jobs. Impressively, it can do 8 square meters or 86 feet in 50 seconds. This single robot can increase labor speed by a whopping 70% and will boost project construction by 200%. One of the great features of the DeRutu is that it applies all the layers and steps on its own, from primer to epoxy, and after planning its approach, its efficiency is unmatched. The price tag is steep, however, at $10,000. But when you weigh up labor costs for workers, it will pay itself back very quickly. No one wants their beloved deck to succumb to the elements. We have a solution on our list that solves this exact problem. Fasten Master Deck Frame Coating. Fasten Master is the name to trust for innovation in advanced deck frame coating, and their special coating will ensure your deck boards can stand strong against decay, damage, and moisture. The The water-based sealant can dramatically extend the lifespan of your deck, and it can be used on anything from frame elements to normal wood planks. Time is on your side, since it sets in a mere 20 minutes, and within 24 hours at 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius, it will be fully cured. Application is as easy as can be, with a roller or a brush, and if you happen to make a bit of a mess, the good news is that it comes off with just some warm water and soap, and a 1 gallon or 3.8 liter bucket will set you back only $108. Need to redecorate with a twist? Stay tuned. Evolve Stone. Interested in seeing the invention that won awards at the International Builder Show? Enter Evolve Stone, a game-changing veneer system that is much more extraordinary than it seems at first glance. For starters, it's the first system of its kind that does not require a mortar for installation, but instead uses a finish nailer. This alone makes it 10 times faster than traditional systems. And whether you're working on a small or huge project like small fixes, or creating perhaps an outdoor facade, Evolve Stone will be the answer you need. The thickness of Evolve Stone veneer pieces range between 0.37 and 1.25 inches, or 9.5 and 32 millimeters, and it boasts being 50% lighter than competing options. 10 square feet will cost a very reasonable $144. Don't go anywhere, we have an invention coming up that will allow you to bring your creativity to life like never before. AS Country Stone. Having complete freedom when it comes to creating room interiors is now possible thanks to the innovative AS Country Stone. Boring wallpaper and the same old finishes are now a thing of the past, and Country Stone lets you bring any design you can imagine to life. These 3D printed panels are lightweight and made of plastic, and they pair quite perfectly with concrete, glass, or steel elements. The panels are mounted quickly, using glue and fasteners, on anything from drywall to oriented strand board, and they are robust enough for even large-scale commercial projects. 10 square feet or 1 square meter has a typical price of $102. Danrek. Next up, let's look at Danrek, an invention so robust that it's worth its weight in gold to the right person. These boards are robust enough to be used as flooring for factories and as a makeshift roadway over gravel, so they will be invaluable at nearly every construction site. Good news is that it's resistant to chemicals and can even be welded to size. The boards are made completely from recycled plastic, so they're eco-friendly and can even be used in parking lots. With a width of 3.9 feet or 1.2 meters, a length of 9.8 or 3 meters, and a thickness of 0.78 inches or 20 millimeters. It's the ideal solution for temporary roads and construction sites, and you can even have them customized with your brand logo. You can now say goodbye to flooding on your property after a heavy rainstorm. Are you interested now? Hydroblob. Drainage is an ever-present problem, but the Hydroblob is here to solve it once and for all. There are two installation methods. The first is a storm drain grid layout that's flush with the tiles and acts as a water-absorbent system. The second involves a larger number of blocks being buried under a layer of soil. This system will gradually release water back into the soil to prevent damage and flooding. The single standard block can hold as much as 8.9 gallons or 34 liters. You can combine these blocks with easy gravel split plates to ensure they're strong enough to drive over without worry. For long-term reliability, these installations come with a filter membrane, and they were designed by the manufacturers to last for decades, so you can install them and forget about them. One Hydroblob comes in at a price of $46. Aeolus HC. Getting to insulation. Very few inventions can compete with the groundbreaking Aeolus HC. This insulation tackles multiple common problems, such as efficiency and effectiveness, and its success rate certainly speaks for itself. The designers ensured that it is effective and easy to install, and it uses special fibers that sandwiches air between the layers, which is the best insulator of all, resulting in reduced thermal bridging. This installation can be done twice as fast as conventional installation by construction teams, and in terms of safety, it also rises out above the rest. It doesn't release toxic particles or harmful irritants, which means that safety will be guaranteed, and builders won't need to wear breathing equipment while installation is done. Lastly, cutting and fastening it is exceptionally simple, even in very tight spaces, like attics and basements. What's not to love? Prices start at around $231. Laome. The fable of the three pigs may have given you the wrong impression of straw houses, but Laome is here to set this right. A village is being built in France using hay blocks. A mixture of sand and lime is used to coat the exterior to ensure durability and resistance against the elements. And as proof that it works, the oldest hay building in France is now 100 years old. The village is set to contain lots of housing, a business center, recreational spaces, and a regenerative agricultural farm. It's planned to be the futuristic hub for artists, nature lovers, and anyone who wants to be a part of a housing breakthrough. After its completion, the main building will be about 9,149 square feet, or 150 square meters in size, and a single square meter of Laome will come in at a cost of $254, excluding labor. Certus. The lifespan of construction materials can always be improved, and this is what Certus has made their goal. They've aimed to not complicate things and create a modular brick cladding system. In simple terms, bricks are attached to a steel base and can be installed with remarkable versatility. The installation boasts a lifespan of 6 decades, and servicing it is very straightforward. One Certus panel weighs in at less than 33 pounds or 15 kilograms, and this ensures shipping, and construction transportation is not a big hassle. The cherry on the cake is that the builders don't need glue or adhesive compounds, since the fixation is entirely mechanical. These panels can imitate various masonry styles, and installation is an impressive 5 times faster than when using conventional materials. Construction projects often happen at considerable distances from the ground. Worried about who will catch you when you fall? Don't stress. We have solutions coming right up. Spider net. Worker security is never a bad investment, and this is why the spider net should be high up on your list of possible purchases. The net is guaranteed to catch workers who work with slab form work and happen to take an accidental tumble. Construction projects often happen at considerable distances from the ground, and the designers of spider net made it their goal to ensure this becomes safer and less daunting. The net measures in at 4.9 by 32 feet or 1.5 by 10 meters, and there are several brackets that are placed at intervals for optimal security. This clever safety system comes with specialized nuts for easy installation, only requiring a hammer. SpiderNet combines peace of mind with simple practicality. And this is why it's an invention that's hard to beat, considering there are 150,000 construction sites annually in America alone. You definitely cannot go wrong with this literal safety net. QuickBlock. QuickBlock is a revolution on the construction site, and the manufacturer is basically guaranteed that you can build just about anything at just about any location. The construction freedom that these blocks offer are quite unmatched, and the versatility to put structures together wherever you are will significantly improve your productivity on all kinds of projects. These eco-friendly blocks are made from entirely recycled plastic, but they hold many benefits over traditional concrete installations. Firstly, they can be filled with various materials for rigidity, even sand, and no special tools or skills are needed to install them. If this doesn't convince you yet, the fact that these blocks are significantly lighter than concrete as well may do the trick, making logistical considerations much less of a headache. With the goal of sustainable construction in mind, this company has already made strides with $1.7 million in investments secured. Bubble Deck. Concrete slabs have received an upgrade by the name of Bubble Deck. These slabs are created with empty hollows over which the concrete flows and sets, and the huge benefit is that it uses half as much concrete as traditional concrete slabs. These dome pockets not only cut down on construction materials, but they also add remarkable rigidity and strength to the structure as a whole when you need to cover curved or sloped areas. The Bubble Deck is remarkably versatile, and this means that projects need less technical planning and excavation. Another huge bonus is that construction is considerably quicker, and it's become so popular that it's been used in 40 countries. To date, the tallest structure using Bubble Deck stands at 685 feet, or 209 meters. Have you ever wondered what really happens on the inside of concrete pillars as they are being poured and set? Well, this question now has an answer. Stay tuned. Doka Slipform. If there's anyone you can trust to take on some of the world's largest mega projects, it would surely be Doka, a global leader in formwork solutions. One of the ways this company is transforming construction practices around the world is through their highly advanced slipform technology that is making waves in the industry. With this technique, the company makes the building of tall vertical structures like silos, chimneys, and monolithic, high-rise buildings that soar into the sky seem ridiculously simple and easy to achieve. The system does this by operating continuously, moving upward as concrete is poured, allowing for seamless progress and continuous construction without interruptions. This high-tech formwork platform uses hydraulic jacks to climb at an impressive 12 inches or 30 centimeters per hour, and its multi-level design boasts efficiency. The upper platform is ideal for material transport, while the lower section offers ample space for finishers to work. Open metal web joists, Posey joists. Next up on our list of metal web joists, and rest assured that they will be equally useful for big and small projects alike. These joists are the combination of the best parts of timber and steel elements, and this means that they can be adapted to suit basically any project requirements, regardless of size, strength, and application specifications. At the moment, they are mainly used for flooring purposes, and the benefits they offer include minimized shrinking and impressively quick installation that will definitely save you time and money. The joists are lightweight to boot as well, and some advanced versions have a design that supports easy installation of communication lines. The joists measure in at 16.4 inches or 417 millimeters in length and 5.7 inches or 147 millimeters in height, so compact functionality and easy use is guaranteed. You'll need to contact the manufacturer for more detailed pricing. Doka Exact. Doka has been making a name for itself with its various specialized formwork and scaffolding systems. Now their next mission is to take the mystery out of what happens inside formwork during concrete pours and give you this information. With their cutting-edge system, the Doka Exact, which utilizes wireless sensors to track formwork loads and concrete pressures, they're able to keep track of what's happening and then send this important data directly to a mobile app or their special website for you to monitor. Their product is not only user-friendly because the sensors are also built in for all weather conditions, but they're also stored in durable casings and won't be affected by dust. The company is sure that their product will be especially handy for larger-scale infrastructure projects. Many construction workers are tired of constantly coming home with a backache. There's now a way to eliminate that. Stay tuned. Schindler Rise. Many of our future construction projects are going to be using things like this robotic helper, and indeed, many have already started. In fact, the tallest building in the European Union, the iconic KEWAZO Tower, was built using this technology. And the Schindler Company claims to have one of the most efficient elevator installation process on the market yet. Their Rise independent robotics system works all by itself to drill precise holes and secure anchor bolts for guide rails, and by using its advanced sensors, it avoids obstacles and drills with a very high level of accuracy. It even accounts for rebar placement as it goes. Plus, by being able to work around the clock, this system will greatly reduce the need for crews to work overtime or handle repetitive, time-consuming, and physically demanding tasks. The price on this high-tech machine does start out at around $15,000 though. IronBot. The construction industry is no stranger to challenges and frustrating delays to productivity, but it also has to contend with a shrinking workforce. But now there are solutions like the robot helper. Crews that use this machine are able to double their performance rate, take on more projects, and be less tired at the end of the day, since the IronBot doubles as a material handler with an hourly placement rate of 5,000 pounds or 2.3 tons of rebar that's already tied. Workers can spend more time focusing on the finer details of their work. This machine manages over 1,100 ties per hour through rain and the dark of night. It offers using rebar lengths ranging from 10 to 60 feet or 3 to 18 meters and adjustable widths from 9 to 117 inches or 22 to 297 inches. So it won't be just another bulky tool clogging up the construction zone. AquaCell. It's obvious that many places are experiencing the unpleasant effects of the warming climate. As the frequency and intensity of tropical storms increase, it's crucial to protect infrastructure from the potential of high-velocity flooding, or even worse, prolonged periods of drought. And this is exactly why products like AquaCell exist, because this modular storm water management system is made to efficiently capture, store, and control excess water, and is remarkably easy to install too. The NG version, crafted out of recycled propylene, is particularly useful, and it can slash installation time by up to 3 times compared to older models. Each tank can store an impressive 81 gallons or 306 liters of water, and its stackable design allows for easily scalable capacity. Prices start at a pretty reasonable $60. Imagine using systems already in place in your home to save money and increase convenience. This is now a reality. Keep watching to see how. Solar freezer. You don't need a whole team of experts to develop something that can change the world, and this has been proven to be true for one ingeniously inventive duo of students from the Netherlands. They came up with a novel and eco-friendly heating system they call the solar freezer. Their contraption uses solar collectors to harness large amounts of thermal energy during the day, which is then transferred to and stored in a water tank, and can be used to either provide heating to specific rooms or provide hot water for showers, all without the customer needing to do much of any work at all. It's easily integrated into existing homes, with absolutely minimal structural changes needed to the building itself. The students who developed this system claim that it will pay for itself with just a few years of use, and are only going to be improving on their design in the coming years. Contract. Long road closures and extended traffic disruptions are not liked by anyone, and the only way to make a difference to these issues is by incorporating tools like Contract into the industry to ensure a real difference can be made. This ingeniously crafty product from Poland is essentially a precast concrete slab that helps speed up a variety of road repairs. And by using this approach to fixing problems, projects that once would have taken months can now be completed in merely a few days. This will save invaluable time in public projects, and having this technology at your disposal will set you apart in the construction world. Every single precast concrete slab is manufactured in a controlled workshop environment, ensuring the absolute highest levels of precision and quality. By completely eliminating the need for on-site concrete pouring, it significantly reduces project timelines and greatly improves the overall efficiency of workers and machinery. T-Works. We think that almost any construction project will be better off when workers use these T-Works formwork props, and as they have been designed with the simple goal of holding up and temporarily supporting all kinds of structural elements, from columns, slabs, beams, and ring beams. There's much less that can go wrong. Concrete and other materials can be safely kept in place until they are set or completed. The T-Works formwork props' most impressive feature is arguably its incredible range of adaptability, which is made possible via its interchangeable adapters and customizable sizes. In addition to its high level of functionality, this tool also helps to organize construction spaces by reducing clutter and making the entire crew's workflow much more orderly. Don't you just hate your night's rest being interrupted by your loud neighbors coming home? The answer to this seemingly endless problem is simpler than you may imagine, and it's coming right up. Vroom. The Vroom system is pretty advanced, and that's why it's so popular amongst builders that don't have much time on their hands, but do have a lot of work. With its range of prefabricated and ready-to-use concrete solutions, from individual piles to complete structural sets for basements, entrances, and just about any building elements you can name, there are few other products on the market that can match their level of precision, general practicality, and simplicity of use. If you're in need of even more help with the technical side of building or just a helping hand, the company also offers customers services like structural integrity checks, soundproofing installations, and pile driving oversight. If you're not sure what you need, they'll even do a site consultation for you and give you the advice you need to carry on and finish your project in a fraction of the time you thought it would require. Shock Tronsel. Sound insulation in apartments and human-centered spaces have become a necessity, from improving neighborly relations to enhancing privacy or just increasing the overall value of the property. It's one of the best building upgrades out there, and this German company has figured out how to almost perfect this technology, and now they're offering it to the masses. And investing in a product like this sound insulation system is going to be a win for both builders and residents. It works by insulating noise transmission through concrete reinforcements and can essentially reduce otherwise disruptive noise to levels comparable to a whisper. Their Type B version reduces impact noise to just 33 decibels, and the company sells complete kits with everything you need for installation, ensuring you get tight, clean seals for stair connections and joints while eliminating potential sound bridges at the same time. The price range for this installation starts at roughly $112. GLASO. The team behind this company's awe-inspiring designs are definitely passionate about the beauty of glass in all its shapes and forms, and their love for the material is clearly visible in their work. The GlassO crew also have the experience to transform entire spaces using not only glass, but also other materials to completely transform what we believed was possible with modern construction techniques. One of their most noteworthy projects included the seamless installation of ceramic slabs without any visible fasteners, showcasing their ingenuity and skill to the highest degree. But GlassO was certainly not a one-trick pony, and on top of their incredible ready-made modules, they're also able to offer assistance wherever buildings get stuck, from construction surveying to aesthetics. Unique homes are on the rise, and if you're looking for something to suit your budget and functionality in the broadest sense, we have just the solution for you. 6x6 demountable house. Architects at Rogers Stirk Harbor Plus Partners have released their version of the iconic 20th century French architect and designer Jean Prouvé's 6x6 demountable house, and it's quite the modern twist on this classic prefabricated house design. For anyone who wants to break away from the struggles of normal housing, this demountable house is a dream come true. Their updated version manages to retain the original layout's wonderful simplicity, as well as its novel 2-person and 1-day setup requirements. At the same time, they added a few contemporary modern comforts and trends, including solar panels. A key feature is the addition of external bathroom and kitchen pods, which connect to the main house by a bridge. This ensures the house can be placed in any environment. This tiny and uber-practical self-made abode also boasts unique adjustable decking area that can be raised or lowered to provide shelter or an outdoor space. Fabriform. Not even critical issues like worker shortages have the ability to impair our critical daily activities anymore. And all that is thanks to the creative genius of the team of forward-thinking engineers behind the design of Fabriform. Their creations have found a ready market in places like Japan, where local construction workers are using this technology to face the challenging task of creating a concrete channel to safely direct water away from a dam. By employing the help of this innovative solution, they're able to stay ahead of schedule by completing a typically month-long job in no more than a few days. And the secret to this incredible speed is Fabriform's fantastic flexible fabric formwork. This allows crews to lay out the formwork carefully and fill it with cement, and thereafter use robust threads to stitch it to a perfect fit that perfectly mimics the natural flow of the channel. Bear Specialativo GmbH. In the decades since their invention, ground anchors have become an integral tool in the construction industry. They forever changed how we stabilize structures of all kinds, and they help improve the safety and stability of everything from retaining walls to deep foundations. Bear, a renowned name in the industry, has been innovating ground stabilization techniques since the 50s, and today are better than ever. Their anchors are not only versatile, whether intended for short or long-term use, but they are also very good at what they do, even in different soil types and underground water pressures. Nowadays, the company offers 3 options: permanent anchors, temporary ones lasting up to 2 years, and multi-purpose micro piles, measuring 4.5 to 12 inches or 114 to 300 millimeters in diameter. Wood is quickly losing its status as one of the most popular construction materials, and the entry coming up on our list proves exactly why. AZEK Trim. AZEK trim boards are the savior of the modern-day house builder, since they are able to replace the often preferred option of wood. These PVC boards mimic the look of wood, complete with authentic-looking wood grains, but they require significantly less maintenance and nothing more than a slap of protective paint to make it weather-resistant for outdoor installation. Its engineered structure resists moisture, rot, and splitting, while also making them pliable and durable. The boards have been used to upgrade, trim, or clad an entire home. The manufacturer offering a range of roof tiles and panels up to 12 feet or 4 meters wide. The main color they come in is matte white, but the creators are giving their assurance that cleaning could not be easier. A simple water or soap wipe is enough to remove any dust or dirt. They have a range of options and prices, starting from as little as $70. PREDL-FLEXLINER Balcony Parapet Connector. PREDL-FLEXLINER is somewhat a national treasure in their home country of Finland, and you'll soon see why. Their breakthrough solution for connecting parapets and balcony slabs is so simple and practical that it can completely eliminate the need for soldering and excessive cement use. It gives you the choice to either set it up right there on the work site or have it done in their factory, and it's just as easy to disassemble as well, if you ever find you have the need to, by effectively transferring the weight of the parapet and all its loads to the slab. This product has become a great option for when you have a balcony that is soon set to be glazed, and has become an increasingly well-liked product for many people in different sectors of construction. Improving balcony construction has various practical benefits to make the investment into the parapet connector well worth it. HYDROBLOCK. After you installed a high-functioning, dependable drainage system, you might think that everything is finished. However, if you've built it anywhere close to a busy road or a driveway, things like traffic flow are going to have to be considered, because it puts immense stress on this underground network of pipes and can affect its integrity to a very large degree. Luckily, HYDROBLOCK, an F900 grade drainage system, can withstand incredible weights of up to almost 200,000 pounds or 90 tons. It takes all these problems in its stride and leaves users with nothing but peace of mind and reliable, long-lasting system. Its innovative monolithic design guarantees silent and stable functionality, and the 0.5-inch or 12mm slot width is 100% pedestrian-friendly, leaving you with a safe, functional framework for any project. Do you ever feel like playing DIY Legos? If so, keep watching. Plywood Connector. With the Plywood Connector, the days of needing a whole set of tools just to build yourself a small piece of furniture will soon be far behind us. Using this creative product will help anyone turn their ideas into fully fledged creations in less time than it takes to scroll through your average DIY tutorial. These remarkably clever connectors allow you to build a variety of furniture and craft items using nothing more than standard wooden components, and they work well with pieces that are 0.6 to 0.7 inches or 16 to 19 millimeters thick. What's more, the connectors have been made out of highly use-resistant and flame-retardant plastic, and they come in 6 vibrant colors. What's more, they have the ability to withstand loads of up to maximum 265 pounds or 120 kilograms. Right now, a set of 24 Plywood connectors cost around $59. ThermoSteel. ThermoSteel is another useful patented technology that has been brought into existence to help builders. It manages to roll several useful functions into one unified system that streamlines the entire process in a way that saves both time and resources. The panels are available in various forms that cater to roofs, ceilings, and walls. The manufacturer has been thoughtful enough to include features like fire and mold resistance. They even made versions that can withstand hurricanes by being immune to not only flying pieces of debris, but high winds up to 185 miles or 300 kilometers per hour. The panel's secret lies in its ingenious combination of polystyrene foam with steel parts, and the company also promised to cut overall concrete usage by nearly half and speed up construction time by up to an unbelievable 60% too. The price comes in at $100 per 10 square foot or square meter. FastPad. We have a product that is dually proven to users that it is currently one of, if not the smartest way to create flat, sturdy, and above all budget-friendly concrete pads for your next project. It's called the FastPad, and it's sold as a ready-to-use bag preloaded with rebar. All that's left for the user to do is to unfold the moisture-proof bag, pour in the concrete, and let it set. At the moment, the company is selling a maximum bag size of 36 by 36 by 12 inches, or 91 by 91 by 30 centimeters, and the built-in zipper design is there to make the installation of the rebar almost completely hassle-free. Now you can have the feeling of helping the planet while using it too, since waste reduction is integral to FastPad's core design. Sustainable construction is all the buzz lately, and an invention coming up on our list will more than live up to expectations. Biotech. Biotech has proven to the world that sustainable living can be just as charming as anyone could have wanted. They have designed these enchanting tiny homes for those who wish to live closer to nature without sacrificing on the comfortable pleasures of life. Biotech homes are built to last for several lifetimes, and their modular, highly customizable layouts ensure that just 3 people can handle the entire setup process. Currently, the company behind the project has 2 versions in offer. The Ecosphere option, which is covered with earth and made for cold or temperate climates, and Oasis, which is more suited for desert and dry areas and covered with layers of sand. And according to the makers of these modular marvels, a typical 305-foot or 93-meter house uses more than 15,000 recycled plastic bottles to build. The price for a 193 square foot or 18 square meter comes in at $18,490. Baron Snap Edge. The Baron Snap Edge is a practical and inventive product that forms part of the multifaceted world of paver edgings, the hidden heroes of outdoor landscaping. These gadgets not only provide a clean, polished finish to pathways, patios, and driveways, but they also prevent pavers from shifting or losing their alignment over time. This means that using this product will have remarkable short and long-term benefits that will exceed industry expectations by far. The Snap Edge is the perfect complementary addition to surfaces like tiles, paving, grass, and even granite chippings, and switching between straight or curved areas is incredibly easy thanks to its easy cut design and effortless setup. Not being bound by easy to access areas is a game changer in the paving industry. With a standard length of 96 inches or 244 centimeters and availability in sets of 24 edges and 192 nails, you would probably not mind forking out on its $786 price tag. Thermopath. It's common knowledge that countries like the Netherlands are way ahead in terms of making life easier for cyclists and other non-motorized transportation means. This has left an obviously beneficial impact on everything from the economy to the environment. In this entry, you can see one of their uniquely progressive inventions, working exactly as intended. The Thermopath system helps keep bike paths free of snow buildup by using a clever mix of heating elements and concrete. It's not only able to use unexpected and non-traditional heating sources, like the sewer networks, to make it work, but is smart enough to be monitored and controlled remotely using nothing more than an internet connection. This is helpful considering main roadways get priority when it comes to snow clearing. Construction air can get quite filthy. There's a solution coming up producing higher grade levels of air ventilation. Keep watching. Rufus. Did you know that more than $80 billion is spent every single year on roof constructions alone? That's why it's no surprise that revolutionary designs pop up very often. One of the latest creations, Rufus, the roofing robot, has been primed with key features, like automated asphalt shingle installation. This is an ability that allows it to achieve a much higher success rate and better quality of work than would have ever been possible with a human doing the job. It is able to get the job done up to 3 times faster too. Right now, Rufus is limited to asphalt shingles, but the plans don't stop there, and future models will be able to take on even more tasks, like removing old shingles and installing solar panels. Structures that can be put together and taken apart an endless number of times. Keep watching to see this Lego structure. ProPlank Quick and Timber Battens. As one of the most reputable brands in the high-end timber solutions industry, Mortar Timber is well versed in the art of fusing beauty, creativity, ingenious craftsmanship, and functionality. The ProPlank Timber Batten Lining System has many advantages over traditional wall and ceiling finishes that definitely stand out. Crafted from high-quality natural wood such as eucalyptus and yarrow, these battens bring warmth and character to any space and can transform spaces as compact as 323 square feet or 30 square meters in an instant. The innovative click-in system allows for quick and hassle-free installation thanks to the robust steel clamps and nylon brackets. And if you feel the need to enhance room acoustics, ProPlank can be upgraded with felt backing for optimal sound quality. EasyBlock's Grip Block. We can't get enough of inventions that make the lives of construction workers easier, and the Grip Block from EasyBlocks lives up to this expectation. Whether you need a fence or a new patio, the Grip Blocks will make any project as easy as can be. The blocks are made from cross-laminated timber, and if you're a fan of Lego, you'll appreciate the fact that they can be put together and taken apart an endless number of times. Instead of using the traditional tongue and groove method for fastening, the blocks use a grip metal system that proves to be simpler and more effective. This makes installation more efficient and straightforward, and there's no way a regular brick would compete ever again. The connection strengthens over time without glue or adhesives, and the design is completely patented. Would you install something in your home that was tested at the Olympics? This is coming right up. Echo Barrier. Echo Barrier is dedicated to providing protection from noise pollution across industries like construction, roadwork, and mining. The H9 barrier is one of their most noteworthy products to date. With the H9, the company makes use of a multi-layered approach to tackle these audio challenges, starting with a waterproof membrane and ending with a supplementation of PVC and other sound-absorbing materials. This unique approach helps Echo Barrier to do things like take a deafening roar of a chainsaw at 107 decibels and tone it down to levels akin to the quiet hum of a typical office at 43 decibels. Safety is also a top priority, so they made sure to make these partitions tough enough to endure and perform under the most extreme of conditions. From fire to temperatures as low as -40 degrees Fahrenheit or -40 degrees Celsius. They were even used at the 2012 Olympics. Protecting your construction materials is vital, and this has just become much easier. What if we told you you never needed to waste hours plastering again? Coming up soon. Fast Coat. Thermal insulation installation should be easy to complete for even unseasoned novices. That's what the creators of Fast Coat had in mind when they developed this product, and why we wanted to share it with you. A single can of Fast Coat is enough to cover around 32.3 square feet, or 3 square meters of wall space, with a 0.6 inch or 1.5 centimeter thick layer of insulation, thanks to its innately strong adhesion properties. This foam can be applied to a wide variety of surfaces, including metal, wood, and pipes, and it also helps prevent the formation of thermal bridges. What's more, it provides noise protection too. Plus, if the color isn't to your liking, you can always repaint it. And once cured, this miraculous foam can handle temperatures ranging from 239 to -103 degrees Fahrenheit, or 115 to -75 degrees Celsius. DF061. This is the world's first fully functioning plastering robot, the DF061. The team behind the project claimed that this multi-talented machine can help people with tasks that are notoriously difficult to automate and do them better than even some of the most high-tech systems on the market today, including those in cars. This robotic assistant boasts Level 3 autonomous driving capabilities, which exceeds the Level 2 autopilot features found in Tesla Model S vehicles right now. It has been fitted with cutting-edge LiDAR technology, as well as 12 laser sensors and 10 controllers, all of which help it to scan its environment in real time and create a map. The DF061 can also take on painting and sanding jobs by using a manipulator arm that is 20 feet or 6 meters long. It uses special SLAM, or simultaneous location and mapping technology, to navigate autonomously and to coordinate its movements to an accuracy of 0.004 inches or 0.1 millimeters. Zanaki Morova Frost Grip. Winter is a difficult time for many, and since there is no other option but to endure these risky conditions, you might as well make it as safe as possible. Frost Grip is a highly specialized coating that creates a textured surface on the road, and thanks to the highly irregular texture of the coating particles, it's able to make the road safer by providing much better traction than the normal surface. Frost Grip is exceptionally useful in high-risk zones, such as steel bridges that are very prone to icing over. It directly increases friction and reduces the likelihood of skidding and aquaplaning or aquaplaning. It also delays the formation of ice for a longer period of time. Frost Grip's secret is granite chips, ranging in size from 0.01 to 0.1 inches, or 0.3 to 4 millimeters, which are embedded in an epoxy resin adhesive, and its distinctive blue color also serves as a visual cue to drivers, alerting them to the potentially hazardous road conditions. ARROWLIFT Balkone. There's nothing quite like enjoying a morning coffee on your balcony, but safety still needs to be a main concern regardless of whether you are the second floor or the 90th. ARROWLIFT has become the balcony and terrace railing supplier of choice in several countries, including Germany and Switzerland. Many people appreciate the company's unrelenting commitment to ensuring the absolute highest levels of quality and safety of their products. Their railings are not just subtly elegant and modern, but also extremely safe, with some versions managing to incorporate child-friendly features like sturdy posts that stop them from going where they shouldn't. Others, like the Trendline model with its minimalist glass section design, offers customizable levels of transparency and a range of color options. Wood sandwich panels. Once you see just how amazing these wood sandwich panels are, and how much more efficient they can make the entire construction process, you'll probably wonder why you don't see them everywhere. Consisting of a layer of polyurethane foam layered between two wooden slats, these panels offer far higher levels of insulation than most traditional timber walls. According to their manufacturer, they can provide a house around 40% lower heating costs during the coldest months of the year. The panels are also breathable, durable, and lightweight. They can be erected much more quickly and at a much lower cost. And just a 10-inch or 255mm thick wall made from these panels provide the same insulation as a 33.8-inch or 860mm thick wooden wall. These facts kind of makes it impossible to not include them into your next construction project. Solid foot. Heavy construction installations are no joke, and they give even the most experienced construction crews a bit of nerves. We continue our selection of incredible pieces of equipment with the solid foot support system. It has been manufactured to make it easier to install heavy hardware like air conditionings on your roof without causing damage to the structure on your budget. Solid foot supports can be set up directly onto the roof without the need for drilling or other similar modifications, and they can be used to hold up and evenly distribute weights of up to 4,409 pounds or 2 tons each. They're able to work around slopes of up to 8 degrees to make the entire installation process even more convenient. There's always the option of using the solid foot supports with thermoplastic elastomer mats to prevent slipping and dents and potential damage to your roofing material. Multi-Loader 3.0 BL. The Multi-Loader 3.0 BL will be many a hauler's saving grace. Sometimes it's just not possible to move bulky, cumbersome loads the old-fashioned way. This high-functioning track carrier is engineered with the specific intention of transporting loads in the most challenging of environments, and it can handle a maximum weight of 6,614 pounds or 3 tons, despite being only slightly larger than a standard pallet at 7.9 by 5.2 feet or 2.4 by 1.6 meters. Plus, it's fully remote controlled, smart enough to automatically level out uneven loads or when it encounters slopes as much as 20 degrees. And it uses 2 5.3 kilowatt electric motors to get around. Its rather modest top speed of 2.6 miles or 4.2 kilometers per hour might deter some, but its incredibly compact design lets it move in places where you would not get much else to. A robot that can clean enormous windows 3 times faster than any human worker? Stay tuned to see this in action. Skyline Robotics Osmo. In the span of 10 years between 2010 and 2020, the number of skyscrapers in the world jumped from 52 to 198. Thus, it's no wonder that this has led to the creation of tools from Skyline Robotics Company, since all these colossal creations still need the same level of care and attention that all buildings require. This agile robot can not only clean these enormous windows 3 times faster than any human worker, but it's been armed with a host of ultra-sensitive and advanced sensors to help it apply the ideal amount of cleaning power and pressure to every window it cleans. The Osmo can also withstand strong winds that would strike fear into the heart of any human worker, and its high-tech system to recalculate the cleaning route hundreds of times per second makes sure it always is choosing the most efficient path. Periskin. Perry is a well-known name in the construction industry, and in reality, they are among the top formwork manufacturers in the world. Because of this, it's no surprise that they have been involved in huge constructions, like the Panama Canal expansion. Considering the scope of their expertise, Perry clearly has unmatched knowledge and experience, and this is why their next invention deserves a spot on our list. Periskin is what we're focusing on today. It's a coating that's used to protect metal elements, such as formwork at 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius. And it's no doubt this will greatly improve the benefits of smart construction. It uses 95% less energy to apply, and after application, it seamless and perfectly protects concrete from sticking to the coated formwork. The Periskin will ensure that formwork jobs are completed with much less hassle, and this groundbreaking invention is set to transform the construction world as a whole. GERTEC. Next up, we have the GERTEC SBM8 system. This specialized machine comes with the ability to work with lightweight foam concrete by combining a built-in foam generator with a compressor and water pressure enhancer. The SBM8 is expertly equipped to mix binding agents in fine pore form to produce high-quality concrete. Consumers can save a lot of money by employing this novel method. In certain situations, savings of up to 30% per 11 square feet or 1 square meter are possible, particularly if protein-based foaming agents are available. Because of the foam's resilience, the resulting foam concrete constructions are not only reasonably priced, but also remarkably stable and long-lasting. Additionally, using foam concrete can significantly lower the chance of efflorescence, which can make surfaces appear unsightly and unclean, particularly on exposed or ornamental structures. Anything that makes working with drainage systems easier will be worth its weight in gold, so keep your eyes peeled. Graph EcoBlock. Graph EcoBlock offers an innovative and highly sustainable solution for stormwater management. And in the video, you can see how the EcoBlock Max modules are being put together. Every single module has been designed to the highest levels of versatility. They managed to replace around 2,900 pounds or 1.3 tons of gravel and 164 feet or 50 meters of drainage pipe. Thereby, it is able to reduce the environmental impact of construction projects significantly, despite their impressively robust functionality. Each module weighs only 20 pounds or 9 kilograms, allowing for incredibly easy assembly without heavy machinery. They're also built to last for 50 years or more under ideal conditions. The modules are ideally meant to be buried up to 15 feet or 5 meters deep, and each has the capacity to securely store up to 57 gallons or 217 liters of water. DuraSystem. The Steinzig Karamo company has been a leader since its inception more than 160 years ago. They continue to provide essential infrastructural services to many people in Germany and beyond. Their iconic DuraSystem enables the company to offer a comprehensive solution for maintaining and repairing drainage and water supply networks. And their plants operate around the clock to help customers tackle all sorts of water-related challenges. They specialize in producing products to help repair and refurbish a city's crucial sewage systems. And the robust polymer concrete or polyceramic blocks are the perfect materials for reinforcing tunnel walls and other parts of the drainage network. What's more, the company's fiberglass reinforced plastic Dura CL elements are ideal for fixing more confined spaces, and they are specifically designed for assembly in collectors or various drainage network elements. Their exceptional durability ensures a lifespan of approximately 100 years, and after this period, the elements can be fully recycled. Access cable railing. The Haas company has managed to create its own unique version of a heavy-duty yet minimalist railing system that combines modern design elements with a nearly indestructible nature. For instance, the Grand Strand Duplex 2205 The access cable railing framework consists of several individual 0.1-inch or 3.2mm stainless steel cables that are securable with 3-inch or 76mm self-tapping screws. They are complemented by natural wood posts, resulting in a DIY-friendly and contemporary solution that is perfect for enhancing both residential and commercial spaces. And if you live in a challenging coastal setting, you'll be happy to know that the Haas Stainless Grand Strand Duplex 2205 version is crafted out of high-grade stainless steel that's 7 times more resistant to corrosion than standard AISI 316. So there's really nothing stopping you from giving this eye-catching design a try. What if we told you foundation repair can be done without breaking the entire structure down? Keep watching to learn more. Permatech Foundation Repair. Foundation failures are not immediately visible from the outside, and by the time the homeowner realizes that there's an issue, it's often too late. Now, there's a way to help mitigate these problems before they cause even worse amounts of deterioration, and that way is to call in the experts. Permatech always has a team of skilled technicians on the ready, and they will thoroughly assess your property and, if necessary, implement a targeted repair strategy. These teams will normally employ a proven method involving steel supports driven into the ground beneath the affected area. Then they top these supports off with plates that anchor compact jacking blocks, and they carefully lift the foundation back into its originated position. This way, the entire structure can be relatively easy to restore back as close to its original state as possible. If you didn't know any better, you'd say this was a magic trick. Richard Brink Ferro Magna. At first glance, you might not realize how special these dewatering channels from Ferro Magna are, since they look like just another standard drainage channel. However, they're actually one of the most durable and hardworking options available on the market right now, thanks to a load rating of D400 and a body made out of a combination of hot dip, galvanized steel, stainless steel, and high-performance plastic. This channel system can handle both dynamic and static loads. It also manages to be remarkably durable, yet 75% lighter than its concrete counterparts. Each section weighs only 23.6 pounds, or 10.7 kilograms, and the channels are available in a standard length of 3.3 feet or a meter. Customers will be happy with the option to order custom sizes and put in their unique specifications as well. And the entire thing is designed to be installed by hand by a single worker with a few tools only. Need more convincing? Induo Modular Room System. Modular construction techniques are great, but they're not without their share of issues. Like many things in the construction industry, thankfully, Induo has stepped into the fray to give us the perfect solution. This entry was designed to bridge the gap between different materials and to make what was at first glance impossibly complex connections remarkably simple and easy to achieve. The patented Induo Modular Room System can help builders expand their range of design possibilities by offering them an easy method to connect different materials, like for instance wood and concrete. Despite using just 2 core components, Induo modules enable seamless connections between these normally incompatible materials, opening up a whole new world of options and solutions for the construction industry as a whole. Coming up, we have inventions that will make the heavy lifting of the construction world much less strenuous for crews. MEVA Vario Max. If you'd like an example of how basic simplicity can outshine even the most complex technology, we think the Vario Max is a good place to start. This 3-part system is made to offer slab support by relying on a network of sturdy telescopic legs. The great thing is that it also offers several significant advantages over more traditional methods. Firstly, by minimizing half the number of components required, Vario Max significantly reduces labor costs and installation time. To be exact, labor can be reduced by 40% without influencing the overall quality whatsoever. Secondly, by being able to integrate well with other products from the same manufacturer, such as EU Max Pro props. It offers users a much greater window of flexibility and versatility. The creators of this system also decided to make their product out of high-grade aluminum, which means that it is remarkably lightweight for its size, but still strong enough to handle the rigors of construction work. Armor Max. Natural environmental challenges, in terms of stability and slopes, are something that can leave even top-notch crews scratching their heads. The Armor Max system is as handy as it is impressive looking, and it is a trusted solution for slope stabilization and erosion control around the world. This intelligently designed system uses a combination of reinforcement mats and earth anchors to provide long-lasting protection for up to 75 years. It is so trustworthy and stable that it has been used in critical infrastructure projects ranging from dams to levees, and even islands in the San Francisco Bay. Using this system will not only help save money, since its installation costs are about half of that of most alternatives, but it will also help cut down on labor and related costs, since a team of just 4 workers can use it to complete work on an area of up to 43,000 square feet or 4,000 square meters in 1 work week. It's way cheaper than using crushed stone or other conventional alternatives too. Thermosalayo. In construction, few things are as crucial as having a good, solid formwork system. It's essential for everything, from structural integrity to safety to the speed of construction. And it's one of the first things that will determine the fate of your entire project. That's why we can suggest one of the best, the Thermosalayo system. Made from polystyrene foam, these panels can help make already substantially weighty slabs lighter by up to 264 pounds per 11 square feet, or 120 kilograms per square meter. They're easy to move around on the job site as needed. They help to reduce the amount of stress put on the foundation, and they're also customizable to boot. Any eco-conscious customers will be happy to know that the company also has a range of panels that are produced using only earth-friendly resources. Now we look at yet another invention that showed success at an Olympic level. Cone. There are only a few companies in the world that can handle truly Olympic-scale projects in the same way the Cone can, and that's why the country of France chose this company to help them deal with the sudden influx of thousands of new commuters during the latest Olympic season. In 2019 alone, the train station was already host to a whopping 1.5 billion passengers. This is also why they went on to build an entirely new station in Paris, just before the 2024 Games. This incredible project involved a dedicated and knowledgeable crew of 350 and ended up spanning 4 levels and some 215,000 square feet, or 20,000 square meters. The station was also supplied with 56 escalators and the ability to accommodate 250,000 people every day. Cone proved their excellence in this ginormous project, and it's clear that very few construction crews could achieve the staggering results they have managed with this new and improved station. StormTech. StormTech is a singularly popular and equally trusted product in many vastly different locations across the world, with over 40,000 systems already installed. They shine especially in high-traffic areas like parking lots and roads where pipes are often under great amounts of daily stress. StormTech is known for high quality as well as user-friendliness. We can only see that it's only going to get used more and more in both residential and commercial properties. The protective chambers help shield pipes in places where they can't be buried deep enough to be naturally immune to damage from above, and they are sold in a variety of different sizes. For instance, there's the 12 inches or 30 centimeter tall SC160LP version, which weighs around 24 pounds or 11 kilograms. As well as the bigger MC7200 model that towers at 5 feet or 1.5 meters tall. So this means that construction crews have no shortage of options when it comes to selecting the perfect one for every job. LUCH5U01. On your screen right now, you'll be able to see this next product, doing exactly what its creators intended for it to do. It's called the LUCH5U01, and it is one very specialized and high-tech machine. By employing a clever use of infrared radiation technology to heat a variety of materials to a depth of 0.03 inches or 1 millimeter, it can effectively make the said materials reach up to 356 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius in very short periods of time. This feat would otherwise be quite difficult to do, especially on the construction site. This makes it helpful for achieving critical tasks like repair, maintenance, or even surface preparation, as well for using in different industrial processes that need to preheat certain materials before use. Stability is one thing that can never be forgotten during a construction period. We have the answer you need coming right up. Formwork blocks. Construction projects require a number of different tools and materials. But thanks to this entry on our list, getting everything together no longer has to give you sleepless nights. Formwork blocks are a very special type of construction tool for several reasons. These classic concrete elements are incredibly reliable and have proved themselves in the harsh conditions of the construction site for decades now. Many people love to include them in the construction and design of load-bearing walls, and their uniquely specialized forms make them very easy to use for both vertical and horizontal fortification. Working with these blocks is an extremely efficient and satisfying way to build, and today they are available in a variety of useful sizes, with the smallest measuring 20 by 6 by 7.8 inches or 50 by 15 by 20 centimeters and weighing around 42 pounds or 19 kilograms. Titan micropiles. There are times when a project can be so painfully complex that the useful methods of construction are no longer sufficient. Take for instance a job that requires key amounts of not just precision, but also high levels of ground stability. This is when you are going to need some help from the Titan micropiles to get the right amount of support and ground reinforcement that you need. They offer a precise and minimally invasive solution and work by drilling a small hole into the ground and injecting a high-pressure cement slurry. The rotary drilling creates a strong interlock with the surrounding soil, significantly improving its load-bearing capacity since the cement suspension is injected under pressures that can reach up to 79 atmospheres or 1,161 psi. And the drill rod will remain in place. The micropiles can serve dual purposes of supporting new construction or repairing existing structures. This is true for with everything from tunnels to bridges and strange fences. PVC water stop. PVC water stops are arguably some of the most versatile, durable, and high-functioning pieces of construction equipment. You can hardly find a better solution to tasks, like sealing joints or waterproofing different cement structures, than this product. As an alternative to metal and rubber, which tends to deteriorate with time and use, PVC offers much better longevity. These sheets are as tough as can be, and can be specifically designed to endure expansion, contraction, and even displacement due to temperature changes or foundation settling. These PVC water stops are also resistant to harsh chemicals like diesel fuel, acids, and plain old seawater. PVC water stops are sold in convenient 82 feet or 25-meter rolls at around $5 per 3.25 feet or per meter. They boast being incredibly easy to work with and to cut to size on site. Aesthetics are the final and most fun part of any project. You won't want to miss out on the perfection coming up. New Techwood European-style siding. Perfecting the interior aesthetic of your home or building is something that is vital, but it's now easier than ever. New Techwood siding panels are a great and modern alternative to old-school wood sidings, and they have been modeled out of resilient wood-plastic composites. Because of this, they are able to provide a similar aesthetic look, but with a much more resilient and long-lasting nature, with the added benefit of being able to resist things like stains, UV rays, and the elements. New Techwood panels have been created to use mostly for vertical siding, require minimal upkeep, are available in standard lengths of 8 to 16 feet, or 2.4 and 4.8 meters. And they can create a clean, modern look without visible joints thanks to hassle-free facade installation. Plus, the addition of the AWA clamps not only makes the entire process much simpler, but it helps to promote the most optimal levels of air circulation. Retaining walls. Retaining walls are an extremely practical and efficient way to stabilize large patches of soil and prevent it from sliding. They directly increase the landscaping potential of any area, but these days they have also taken on quite the decorative role too. Sometimes, for simpler projects, builders create walls up to 10 feet or 3 meters high without reinforcement or extra machinery. Workers can simply just stack the blocks weighing 99 pounds or 45 kilograms on top of each other by hand. But in the case of larger or more complex walls, block sizes and weights can increase significantly, with many standard blocks reaching weights of 1,100 pounds or 500 kilograms. Specialized blocks used in more intricate designs can weigh up to 3,527 pounds or 1,600 kilograms. However, regardless of these challenges, retaining walls will always be a perfect mix of form and function, delivering much more than they require from the landscape itself. IsoCorp. Schock is a very well-established German company that specializes in creating the most advanced building technologies. Their expertise in structural components that enhance energy efficiency and thermal performance is what led to the creation of the IsoCorp system, one of their flagship projects. These elements are made to stop heat loss between structural parts like balconies and walls, and by cleverly placing these discrete yet functionally critical elements, architects and builders can significantly reduce energy loss to make buildings much more energy efficient and more stable in earthquake-prone areas. The system works very well in projects, with balconies extending up to 10 feet or 3 meters. And what's more, the elements can be installed either before or after laying slab reinforcement. The CXT Type A model is specially designed for fresh concrete, offering even greater flexibility and ease of use. How many more projects would you do if you could work anywhere, regardless of how rough the terrain is? CableSmart. Overhead cable installation is going to a whole new level of ease and convenience with CableSmart. This ingeniously pragmatic system has been armed with a collection of useful features, like fasteners that are strong enough to hold up to 60 cables with cross sections of 0.2 square inches or 184 square millimeters at the same time. It also has the capacity to keep working in very challenging environmental conditions, like in temperatures as extreme as 194 to -40 degrees Fahrenheit, or 90 to -40 degrees Celsius. It comes with mounts capable of supporting loads up to 66 pounds or 30 kilograms, and has a working life of 30 years. What's more, CableSmart lives up to its name by meeting some of the most rigorous international standards, including both American and British. It has achieved a near-perfect combination of speed, strength, and endurance that will never leave you second-guessing. MegaDeck. With the help of these MegaDeck composite mats, workers can now transform just about any surface into a stable and accessible workspace, even a muddy or swampy one. Made from a patented HDPE blend, each 7.5 by 14 feet or 2.3 by 4.3 meter. Mat can support weights of up to 600 pounds per square inch, or 42 kilograms per 6.45 square centimeters. It is also easily transportable by forklift, despite having a substantial weight of 1,025 pounds, or 465 kilograms. The mats are also equipped with sets of heavy-duty fasteners that themselves come with built-in indicators, making it simple to see if they're securely locked or unlocked. With their surface life of over 10 years, MegaDeck mats are able to provide a long-lasting and environmentally friendly solution to your access control needs. Moreover, the integrated fasteners are also designed to enhance the overall assembly strength, streamline installation, and reduce soil contamination. Stream XO. Finally, we have a product that can actually help railroad workers with heavy lifting tasks. The Stream XO is an exceptionally innovative, battery-powered, and above all lightweight exoskeleton that passed its field tests with flying colors. By weighing just 15.4 pounds or 7 kilograms, it can be worn all day without hindering movement. It's designed to reduce the risk of worker overexertion and musculoskeletal injuries by half, while also decreasing muscle fatigue by up to 30%. This wearable device can be worn for up to 6 hours on a single charge, and previously mentioned field trials in Italy have demonstrated that Stream XO can help a worker move concrete blocks of up to 66 pounds, or 30 kilograms with minimal effort. The exoskeleton has a comfortable design and easy-to-use features, such as quick-release connections.3F3D. In 2023, 1.4 million new buildings were constructed in America, which means a staggering number of man-hours and materials went into the process. Cutting down on building materials and time is an incredibly valuable step. And this is where the 3F3D comes in, when you need to connect structures or build your own, for example with the Induo modular system. The 3F3D is exactly the gadget you want on your side. They're optimized to have the most efficient design possible in order to stretch building materials as far as they can go. In terms of usage, they are 3D printed and incredibly easy to manufacture. And this means that the possibilities are truly endless. The special algorithm ensures the topography of the gadgets are as flawless as can be, and this is definitely something you have to experience to understand just how amazing it is. St. Augustine Bridge Insert. How do you accurately test the skill of a team of builders who are working on an incredibly complex job? in a very short time frame without compromising the quality of the work or losing precious work time? We're not exactly sure, but the construction team that managed to achieve the mind-bending feat of setting up a massive 2,645,547 pound or 1,200 ton tunnel beneath a railway track in under a year from April 2016 and March 2017 will surely fly through any test they are given. In St. Augustine, Germany, this construction team managed the seemingly impossible, and they had some help from 16 powerful Hydra systems. Using this system of hydraulic systems and steel beams, they precisely positioned the 115 by 49 by 23 foot or 35 by 15 by 7 meter tunnel after moving the entire structure a distance of 75 feet or 23 meters with remarkable accuracy to its final location. Are you impressed yet? Eon. Our next company has managed to not only secure 48 million customers, but they have aligned their goals to meet the necessary environment protections needed for a more sustainable future. That is exactly why Eon is a leading European energy company and why so many people are paying attention to their latest innovation, a high-tech digital heating map that allows German residents to monitor their energy consumption and CO2 emissions in real time. Users simply need to enter their unique postal codes to get started and can ultimately save up to 1/3 of heat and energy that they use. And on top of that, the company is also actively involved in various smaller scale projects, such as building facade insulation, and are always seeking more ways to help its clients and the planet at the same time. Tired of the same old walls? Why not spruce things up a bit? Stay tuned to see how. VitraLock. In this day and age, normal walls are kind of boring, but this is a problem that now has an excellent solution. With the VitraLock range, you can now leave behind the old construction blocks that are oftentimes messy and complicated, thanks to this method of installing eye-catching glass blocks. This advanced system gives you the ability to assemble beautiful glass block walls using just 2 simple elements. And the cherry on the cake is that no glue or mortar is needed. You can now combine full 7.5 by 7.5 inch or 19 by 19 centimeter blocks. But there are also half blocks measuring 7.5 by 3 inches or 19 by 9 centimeters. These blocks are used to create stunning patterns, and the standard 0.2 inches or a 5mm gap between blocks can now easily be filled with grout to achieve a polished finish. Wall plastering tool. Last but not least on our list is a tool that will be helpful to just about everyone who has ever done a day of construction work in their life. The tool is none other than the wall plastering tool that offers a range of impressive functions. The handy 13-inch or 33-centimeter tool is expertly suited to completing tasks that can streamline your small or large-scale DIY construction projects, including making plastering walls easier than ever before. This tool is also great at cutting drywall, but it's not limited to that either. If you want to get creative, it can also be used as a perfectly functioning dustpan for the last cleanup. All these features currently sell for around $22, which makes this one of the most useful and affordable tools of the entire countdown. The average plastering project takes roughly 3 days. Why not speed this up a bit? These construction inventions are set to revolutionize the industry completely. But we have more coming right up.